and Brownie.
The podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your Monday.
Tell you what, it's great to be here, Christine. It's a big
Sure
day.
is.
There's a lot happening today.
Yes.
We're going to talk about you. Would I lie to you tonight?
Show
Makes
day.
its debut. Show day, Monday night. How good's that going to be?
Very good.
You must be concerned you're going up against on the couch in a couple of weeks' time.
Very concerned.
A lot of shuddering. in
I'm
your life.
sleepless.
That was a miss.
Sleepless in the centre of the universe over it.
Scheduling is very dangerous.
Concern for you, Christine. But also on the weekend, we're going to talk about it more at the 7 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
Me, Dino and Peggy went to Mildura on Saturday for a big fundraiser for a footy club. It was magnificent. Did you realise your boy Dino got up and had to do the auction?
I didn't realise.
He was magnificent, and
Of course he
when
was.
he got up there to introduce everyone, introduce himself and have a little bit of a chat before the auction kicked
Yeah.
off, he launched into a catch cry for Mildura. Normally we hear, "Good morning, Melbourne,"
Yeah.
but what did you give the thousands in attendance,
What
Dino?
did you give him?
Good morning, Mildura.
You're amazing.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie. It's time to make up for missed holidays with whatif.com.
Book the spa, suite, jet skis, maybe even a safari. Plus, select hotels are fully refundable. Booking cancellation windows apply.
What if it's Aussie for travel? Check government advisories before booking and travelling.
My crew have just launched a huge campaign this morning, Swanee. It's called the Carlton Draft. It's a really good concept, I think, to get out and help local footy get back on its feet again. A lot of things have been decimated the last couple of years, at least not the football out in the regions and metropolitan football as well. So Carlton Draft have got behind this thing and they've launched the Carlton Draft, where I'm the commissioner, Swanee.
Of course.
I'm the main man.
Corrupt.
Corrupt, yeah, so it can be paid off.
Oh,
potentially.
can be bought.
Can
Don't
be
worry.
bought. April the 27th, Christine, there's going to be a draft live on Fox Footy, where I'll be getting up there in a suit, and I'll be picking out
I
8
love you in a suit.
lucky clubs that are going to register. Now, what they have to do, Swanee, the reason they want to register is because 8 former greats of our game that we love have nominated themselves for a draft.
Who are they?
Well, at the moment, we've got 4. Eddie Betts,
Bang.
Wow.
Daisy Thomas,
Oh, my God.
Nathan Jones, and Jared Ruffhead.
Oh, my God.
All can still play.
All can still
and
play.
they're not mucking around. They are really
That's right.
big names.
And there's 4 more that'll be announced in the coming weeks.
And so will they become like a mentor to a...
No, Christine. They'll be drafted.
Oh, my God. They're going to be playing.
They'll be drafted to your club.
That is awesome.
Fantastic. So the clubs, any club in Victoria can enter. It's fantastic. So you just got to get your nominations in. You go
Every
to
single club is going to enter.
Absolutely. You go to carltondraft.com.au to nominate your club. The entries close on March the 27th, Christine, and then on April 27, we'll sit up there and we'll have the draft. Obviously, we'll go through and we'll pick the 8 lucky clubs randomly.
Fantastic.
Unless there's a little bit of folding on the side.
Yeah.
If you get a hold of the commissioner
course.
somewhere in the street if you run into him. And then we'll go through it. Pick 1, 2, 3, all the way down to 8. And then that player will go out and will suit up for your team this season and help you get the W.
I absolutely love it. How do we get involved? If
Well,
we
go to the carltondraft.com.au. Just have to nominate. It's very simple.
The Carlton Draft.
The Carlton Draft.
DRAFT.
That's right. And
.com.au.
absolutely. And draft is spelt. That's right. Not
draft.
as in the Carlton
Not
Draft
the beer.
It's actually DRAFT, as you said. So that'll be fun. How good's that going to be? There's going to be
Amazing.
huge, plenty of people getting out to the local footy clubs to watch these players go around. And I did do a promotional video and a photo the other day with the boys. Have a look at Nathan. Have a look at Nathan Jones. It's in the paper today, in the Herald Sun, page 3.
Do I have to?
He's a magnificent looking unit. And
Still strong.
Still strong. He's still in really good.
Very
Imagine Eddie
suitable.
Betts just snapping him in from the pocket as well.
Unbelievable.
So that'll be good to see. I think there's been high-level talks with Nick Rewalt, just quietly.
What?
Not saying he's playing, but they may be working on trying to get him over the line.
Huge names.
Huge name. So that'll be good fun, and we'll get to see that over the coming weeks to follow that. If you run
Draft.
into me in the street, have a chat to me and just ask me if your club's a chance.
TheCarltonDraft.com.au.
Do it.
This is the Chrissy, Sam and Brownie podcast.
I want to talk about voicemails because there's a few things I don't understand. First of all, why, if you've got voicemail, why don't you have a message on it? Okay. There's my question first, 13 24 10. This comes because Zanaya Jones applied for a job at her local supermarket. And in one of the biggest killjoy messages ever left on anyone's machine, she's got a jaunty message, right? Which I'll play to you eventually. But the person that got her resume called her to organise an interview and absolutely hammered her for the quality of her voicemail. Have a listen.
Yes, Miss Jones, I recommend if you apply for a job and you expect somebody to call you, that you have a more appropriate response on your voicemail. So thank you for applying, and no need to give us a call back here at Harris Theatre. Thanks, family.
So she didn't even get a first interview because of her message. Now, I heard that and I thought, God, her message must be really crass.
Yes.
Or something. Have a listen to her message.
What's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Nye, and I'm back with another banging banger. I'm sorry I couldn't answer the phone. Please leave your name, number. Yeah, you know all that. Gail, what happened? Gail.
I recommend that you can't do that.
What?
Seems like nothing wrong with that, Christine.
What a
Jaunty
downer.
message you sent.
What a downer.
Absolutely. A bit of energy because, I've been accused of being a bit flat with my voicemails.
Yes, you were. You sounded very angry.
A bit gruff.
And you've changed yours.
I've changed mine because I was given some feedback.
Yeah, because you went, you've called Jonathan, say why you're calling.
Or I'll bash you.
The nature of your call.
The nature of your call.
When would you use that in normal chat?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Please state the nature of your call.
Yeah.
I used to love it, though, because
you
it was clear, because every voicemail, the person would leave a message and say, the nature of my call is that, and then they would tell you the reason.
I think you changed it because I said, darling, I feel like I'm in trouble every time I have to leave a message for you. And all of a sudden it was changed. But Jack, every time I call Jack, this is what I get. Our EP, Hollywood Jack.
Jack.
Oh, come on.
Who do you think you are?
He's too care.
You too cool, man?
No, because if I leave my name and like who I am on my voicemail, publicists that try to annoy me for annoying things then know it's my number. Whereas if I just don't have a voicemail, I'm like, oh, it might not be me. They don't know.
All right.
But
So
sometimes you're going to say you've called this number. You don't say who it is. Sometimes you say leave a message. You don't have to say your name.
But they know they've called that number because they called it.
So it's a work annoyance, not like I'm Jack Charles. As soon as I know it's me, Jack Charles.
No, not that. No, not at all. It's just a way to avoid annoying calls.
Gotcha. I get that.
It discourages me from leaving a message because I think, he'll never check this.
Or you should at least say, leave me a text message.
No, but then they know it's my
Something.
voice. I don't want to identify it as me. I definitely checked in those ones.
Do it like the hostage voice.
All right. If you call Brodie, this is what you get. He's our other producer.
The person you are calling is not available.
No.
Brodie.
Please leave a short message and it will be sent.
Come on, man.
Just
They're our
say
producers of our show.
you've
We've got to
called
be
Brodie.
accessible.
I agree. Just say, hi. Here, I'll give you an example. This is my voicemail.
Hello, you've called Chrissy. I can't get to the phone right now, but leave a message and I'll call you back. Thanks.
How hard is it?
And she's Australia's Oprah.
Yeah.
She's not afraid to leave her name.
That's it.
It's a greeting. Someone's gone to the effort to call you. You greet them.
I agree with you.
And I
Christine,
sound
that's right.
friendly, don't I? I want to hear your message.
You recorded that with a smile.
I did.
It's warmth. There's good information there getting left there. Like people feel happy like they're talking to you. They're going to give you the information that you require.
Correct.
Call them back. Obviously, contact details. What's the nature of the call?
I feel very strongly that you must have a greeting on your voicemail. It's your virtual opening of the door. You're throwing your house open to someone and you've got to make them feel welcome.
Okay.
13 24 10. Do you not have a message on your voicemail?
Or are you too cool?
State your reasons why you're so care.
Yeah.
To care for a message. Wayne, you're a truckie originally from Runaway Bay.
Sure am.
How's everything going up there?
Oh, at least it's not raining down here.
Yeah, well, that's true. How long has it been since you've been home?
2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you escaped it.
How's it? Do you still have a home there?
Yes, we're pretty safe where we are. Gold Coast is pretty safe compared to Brisbane at the moment, by the sounds of it.
God, it's terrible. Now, talk to us about your voicemail.
Now, I had the voicemail, but I changed it because there's too many irate people that were ringing. You just pretend you're still on the line. When they ring, you do the, hello? Hi, how are you? Oh, what was that? Oh, no, sorry. And they just get irate.
You're a prankster.
You son of a bitch.
How old are you, Wayne?
47.
47 years old. Now, mate, I'd expect that from a 16-year-old when they first get their phone and find a voice message. But that sort of level of humour shits me to tears, Wayne. I don't want to turn on the cause, Wayne, but honestly, really, you're a grown man.
Hence the reason it had to get changed, mate, because there was too many threats left on the message.
Yeah, it is very annoying when people do that.
Wait, what was...
so annoying.
So annoying.
What was the good result for you out of this, like, by doing that? What were you getting out of pissing people off?
You were probably right, bro. There was definitely no result.
Have you always been a bit of a prankster, Wayne, or did you just come to mind?
Nah, not really, mate.
So it was out of character, and you've changed it back to a normal message. Good on you, Wayne. Your growth is to be commended.
Wayne,
thank you.
What's your voicemail now? Do it, and then I'll make a beep sound.
He doesn't understand what
I thought I was quite clear.
Nah, that's
I still
all right.
love you, Wayne.
Good on you, Wayne.
Jake, what do you got for us?
Here you go, guys.
Good, mate. What's your voicemail?
Jake.
That's it.
That's it.
That's pretty funny, though.
That's not bad.
What sort of level of messages do you get, mate?
I don't even check them.
So, why does it just say Jake? Why can't you say you've called Jake, leave a message? What is the reasoning behind that?
I don't know. It's been like that for many years, and it probably wasn't on my to-do list at the time.
Hey, Jake, do you need it for your business?
No, I'm just an asphalt working for the man.
Oh,
that makes
Jake.
sense.
Ring, 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 Jake.
I actually think that's pretty funny.
But, I don't mind that, and I also love that you never check it.
I just delete them.
Most people don't check their voicemails,
Yeah,
and sometimes if I leave someone a message that's actually important, I have to text them and go, I've left you a voicemail. You've got to. You actually have to listen to that.
Jake,
remember those services? Remember those voicemail answering machine services where it would go through to an actual person?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah,
those sucked.
Like
It's
a pager.
Pretending you have a receptionist.
Yeah.
Come on, Jake. You could win first class and 50k. Kat, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are we going?
Okay.
Not bad. How was your weekend, Kat?
My weekend was very similar to my weekdays, unfortunately.
Well,
not all of us can live the life, guys. Were you partying on the weekend?
Yeah, Kat. Just, me and my crazy old life.
Hey, your Instagram says that it's not necessarily the world's worst life.
It's a good life. It's a good life. But, anyway.
Well, Instagram's the truth, Kat.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely.
Indeed.
I didn't post anything this weekend. Kat, tell us, what does your voicemail say?
Well, now my voicemail is ridiculously professional because, as you can hear from our chat now, I'm just a professional person. But previously, it was unintentionally the world's worst voicemail. I was doing what most people do and sitting there trying to just do a voicemail. And I was just doing over one that, wasn't that crash up with. Anyway, I was doing it and I got really irritated, like sitting there going, "Hi, you poor cat," blah, blah. I went, "Oh, duck it." And then I just had enough and I hung up. Well, I didn't realise it saved. And I didn't know it saved. And as I'm sure you can imagine, I used Siri's impersonation of the word.
Yes.
That's right.
The actual word.
What word is it? I don't know.
Oh, yes.
Don't say it.
Duck it, I'll do it again.
Yes.
Something that rhymes with that.
How long did your message say, "Duck it, I'll do it again"?
8.5 months.
Oh, my God, I love it, Kat.
Yes, Kat.
That's funny.
And I only knew because two friends or colleagues turned around and went, "Hey, what's the go with your message?
That's
I'm like,
fantastic.
what are you talking about?
You're a good girl, Kat.
First class and 50K means you could choose 3 mates to travel anywhere in the world,
What's
Kat.
your message, Dino?
I think it says I'm Danny Glover, and I thought that would be funny. But yeah, it just confuses me.
That is, yeah.
It's just dumb.
That shits me to tears.
I'm
inside,
going
baby.
to call you in the next song.
And I'm filled with regret.
Good on you, Kat.
Chrissy, Sam, and Brownie.
The podcast.
Melbourne, and welcome to the microphone, Samuel Pang.
Great to be in here. Good morning, Melbourne. And hopefully you're on your way to work.
Absolutely.
Yes, nice.
People all over this beautiful city are getting their outfits on again. Ugg boots away, tracky dacks in the drawer.
Yeah.
Mask.
Driving into work, sometimes for the first time in years.
Wow.
Mask in your pocket just in case you need to... catch
Just in case?
Just in case you get drunk at work and you need to catch an Uber home.
That's it.
How's the
other than
traffic
that-
today?
Ashley?
Is there a car park out there?
Oh, yeah, guess what? It's
Probably not yet.
Yeah, bumper on the
there
tunnel.
are a few crashes already to watch out
Yeah,
for.
geez.
So
No, people can't remember how to
no,
drive.
they can't. No.
So it's a very exciting day. You know, every day it feels like we're getting closer and closer back to our normal lives, and today is a big one. I cannot wait to see everyone in the office. There's snacks and party food.
Is there?
For everyone coming in, yeah.
Fairy bread?
It's very... Snickers. There's a bowl of Snickers bars and Milky Ways, which are the treat you can have between meals without ruining your
Beautiful.
appetite.
Milky bars, Milky Way, and what
Milky
else?
Way.
And what else?
Snickers.
Two of the
Not
worst.
for you.
What, are we just getting rid of that stock, are we?
Where's the
Left
Polly
over?
waffles?
Exactly. What's your favourite?
Yeah, what's your choice in a fun size
I like
medley?
I like a violet crumble.
Snore. Poor man's
Oh,
crunchy.
Roundtree Hoadley man, huh?
Hey, get on the radio because we're doing this new thing called First Class and 50K. You win it right, then you choose 3 friends, go anywhere on the planet first class, you get 50K to spend.
Can you imagine making that phone call to your friends and going, oh, what are you doing?
It's insane.
We're going to Amsterdam.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
Speaking of, I do.
Yeah.
This is the Chrissy, Sam and Brownie podcast.
What a weekend it was, Swanee.
You guys went to Mildura.
All 3 of us. Jonathan, myself, and he was described on the night as our sidekick,
Yeah.
Dino.
It's okay, I was busy.
So we go. You were busy,
I was, yeah.
and you would not have got out of there alive, to be honest, Swanee.
In what way?
Mildura wasn't big enough for you, Christine.
We go up. So we go to Mildura because we're doing a night there for the Mildura Imperials Football Club.
That's
2
right.
years in the making. We were supposed to do this 2 years ago, and we were on our way to the airport, and basically COVID hit. And it was
Yeah.
like, that day, it was like, oh no, there's,
Absolutely.
sanctions are coming or restrictions are coming. And what? So it's 2 years in the
It
making.
was our third attempt at it. It had been cancelled twice. Third attempt, and it's been a tough couple of years for footy club, Swanee.
It has.
So it was nice to get back there. No envelopes involved.
No, pure fundraiser.
I like that you're men of your word. That means a lot to me that you...
Well, if we
Stuck at it.
hadn't have done it, we wouldn't have been welcome back in the northern part of Victoria. And but as a fundraiser for the,
I think serious. That is serious.
Oh, no, it
I
was.
reckon they were a bit nervous.
fundraiser for the Imps, the Imperial Swanee, of which the connection is, 25 years ago when I was working in the bottle shop, my manager there, Ginger,
yeah.
Lee Noonan, he was the boss, and he came from Mildura, and this was his footy club. So we just picked, that's
love
the
that.
connection. He's a
Ginge,
big-
full sex machine.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, his old man Percy, too. It was great to see Percy, by the way, at 83. And almost cut one away, I reckon, that time for Saturday night.
Cooked us a magnificent truckers breakfast yesterday morning.
On a houseboat, who cares?
Anyway, so we get...
God, there's a lot going on.
I know. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I'll try to streamline it.
Even Brownie's like, oh, my God.
You ever had lamb chops for breakfast, Christine?
So that was on the Sunday. That was on the Sunday morning of recovery. But on the Saturday at about midday, we all got to the airport. Who's the first person we see at the airport, Dino?
Jeez.
Dipper.
Oh, please tell me he wasn't flying the plane.
No, he was not. He was going.
Get in, everyone.
He was
Get
going.
in.
He was going to Launceston. We were going to Mildura.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it was great to see.
I got a bit nervous there for a moment, though. I thought, surely Dipper's not coming to Mildura with us.
No, as he walked past, he just very, very calmly said hello to the boys, shook our hands, and then he went off to his gate, which was just behind ours.
Okay, calm.
Everything was calm.
Great.
Well, thinking, what's happened? Dipper's flat. Like, what's...
Until about 2 minutes later, booming throughout the airport, we heard this.
Bye, boys! Have a good trip, boys! Ta-da! Ta-da, boys! 200 metres between us and him. Ta-da, boys!
This went for 2 minutes as well.
2 minutes as he's...
Swanee, there was everyone in the airport was looking at us going,
What is wrong with him?
I don't know. The first part was normal. The second part, even I had to look around. I'm looking at him going, geez, I wish he'd get on that plane. Like, just scan
Were you
that
going,
thing.
ta-da, boy?
Well, I'd already said good. It's funny, you know how I hate the awkward double goodbye.
Yes.
I don't need to be shouted for another one. To be shouted through the airport for another goodbye.
By the way, add that to your impersonation corner along
He's in.
with Donald Trump.
So it's
Tina.
funny.
That's excellent.
Quick flight up to Mildura. By the way, it's only an hour. It's amazing.
an hour, yeah.
You always think of
There's more
Mildura as a
flights to return
6-hour
to.
flight, but it's an hour.
And
It's
everyone was fine.
all fine,
on the
magnificent.
plane.
it's a big airport too, so the 7-3s will be there soon.
And you know, the three of us get off the plane. You know, it's a sign it's going to be a good night when the guy picks us up from the airport, from the club, Sharmo.
Yeah.
And I say, Chris Sharman, I think his name is. And I said, well, I got to, get in the car, get in the ute.
Yeah.
Sharmo, what's your role at the club? I'm the president. We got picked up by the president,
Only
Swanee.
the best.
As soon as we're off the plane, Sharmo made the boys stand in front of a sign saying Mildura.
Of course.
Oh, yeah,
As soon
exactly.
As evidence that we're actually there.
He knows a photo op.
There was a
when
lot
he
of
sees
talk
one.
around the town that, this is not actually happening. You actually don't know the boys. This is a made-up function.
They wouldn't have believed their eyes.
We it's hot in Mildura, as
Yeah.
you know, but it's hot, like a dry heat too. We stayed at the Grand, Swanee. You know what I like about the Grand in the room?
Air conditioning.
Oh yeah, air conditioning. One button, on or off. No temperature, temperature control. Just on or off. What do you want? This is the temp because it's hot outside.
That's fantastic.
Then we off to the I think it was a Sacred Heart.
Sacred Heart Primary School.
So in the big hall there, big crowd.
Lovely.
I've got to say thanks to Palzo was the MC.
Oh, fantastic.
Peter
Palazzo, or whatever his name is.
Yep.
And he was great. He was magnificent. If he came to the city, there's a lot of MCs in this city that would be terrified.
Right.
Very, very
yeah,
good.
he's very good.
He's like the Richard Champion of
Mildura. Absolutely.
Now
Champo.
we did about
Got to get Champ still.
Brownie and I. Yeah, I think he's available. Brownie and I got up and we did for about 45 minutes and then Q&A, and it was it was hot, but we just got up early, did our thing.
Hey, rolled out the classics. Bam.
Great.
Shots fired everywhere.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun, and then Q&A was great. But I just wanted to. We should thank our chaperone for the evening, or someone who would keep our drinks, fresh, topped up, and he was very good at it too.
Oh, he was magnificent.
Oh yeah.
His name was Daryl Hunter, but he's affectionately known as Double.
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 Why is he called Double, Brandy?
He's called Double because his head is twice the size of a normal man.
Swan, this man is the mascot for the town.
So Double was magnificent, and I tell you, he was magnificent.
Can I ask you? You're introduced to Double.
Yeah. I met Double 25 years ago, of which he reminded me every 25 seconds.
Did you ask him how did you get your name then, or did you already know?
No, we waited and
found out later.
Found out later.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Astonishing. Knocked us over, Swanee. I'd never heard a nickname as good or as original as that.
One of the great nicknames.
That is the greatest.
Yeah. And that's exactly the wording as it was described to us.
Double the size of a normal person.
Twice the size of a normal man's head.
So
it's fantastic.
They had 50 years ago, they had a decision to make. Do you call him Double or twice? You know what I mean? I went with Double, and
Double is the right choice.
so it was a fundraiser, so we should remind. So there were auction items. So who do we get up to run the auction?
I already heard.
And Dino, up he comes to a very, very warm welcome. And then you won him over with what?
Good morning, Mildura!
Yes, Dino. Does anyone listen to the show in Mildura? Do they know that?
Not one.
They will be today, though. Double's going to be a big hit in Mildura. They'll be podcasting.
So it was a great night, and we had a wonderful time at Mildura. Country hospitality.
Just quickly, it was like a Christmas dinner. Alan Lay, the caterer.
Oh.
It was unbelievable, Swanee.
It's the best crackling I've ever had in my life.
All these names,
it's
I
a big
just love
statement,
it.
but I'll double that. I'll double down on Payne's statement.
But
The
what
best
does Double
crackling-
think? What does Double
the
think
best,
of the crackling?
He thought it was magnificent
Of
as
course
well.
he
He's
did.
tripling down.
So
we'll get Alan on the show just to reveal his secrets.
We were there for 8 hours talking to people on the beers.
Oh, yeah.
In a gym, a school gym.
Fantastic.
Lee Colbert,
What a great
former North
evening.
Melbourne and Geelong great, owns both McDonald's up there.
Wow,
got a couple of
A
tycoon.
lot of
Yeah,
McDonald's.
so a 200 game.
Why isn't he called Double?
It should be called double horn. He, at the end of the night.
Number 2.
End of the night, I had a 4:01 finish, Sonny.
4 a.m.
But it finished with.
Oh my God!
It finished with Lee Colbert, former North Melbourne and Geelong champion, and Sharmo, the president, walking us back from the Sacred Heart School to our hotel.
Yeah.
Of which. And this is how I knew I was in country Victoria, right? We're out I get to I can see the Grand.
Yes.
Then Meters away. I also see a police van slowly moving up this main street. And they rolled up, and you know what they saw?
What did they say?
They saw an overserved Jonathan Brown holding a bowl of red.
A bottle of red.
A bottle
of red, because we're going back to his room for a nightcap. But this is how I knew.
At 4 a.m.
With his face on the label, by the way.
I feel sick.
Yeah, my face was on the wine label, by the way.
The police van rolls up and sees Jonathan Brown holding a bottle of red wine and a plate of antipasto.
He likes charcuterie. What can we say?
Yeah.
And the cop cars just say, "On your way, boys." And they gave Lee Colbert and the president a lift home. Anyway, it was great to be back.
Fantastic.
Well done. We love you, Mildura.
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
The floods have been bad up in Queensland. Really bad. Around Bris Vegas, Sunshine Coast and the Gold Coast. Yeah. I was at the Gold Coast 17, 18 when we got hit badly by the floods. Yes. So a lot of damage. We had about $250,000 worth of damage. And it was astonishing. Scary how devastating it is.
And unsalvageable too. If everything's flooded, that's it.
You don't realise the power of water. Sorry, Dina.
Weren't your possessions like 3 farms across?
Absolutely. So I've lost a lot of my memorabilia. So I kept it all from my playing career, and most of it ended up down the river. So there's a couple of premiership jumpers that are sitting on someone's wall 5 k's down the river. But,
so the moat and the drawbridge didn't save you?
No. Well, that's obviously, that was probably the reason I went down. The moat just
when the moat floods, it's bad.
When I walked in, we're living down here, but I flew up there the next day, obviously emergency situation, and walked in, and it looked like a bomb had gone off in the barn. Probably a hole, maybe... Jeez. 5 by 5, 4 by 4 metres wide, like an explosion had gone off in there. We walked down the creek, so the creek was a trickling stream by the next morning. You think, how the hell did this do the damage? I found the washing machine a kilometre down the creek.
Whoa!
It was like it had been flat packed. My brother-in-law's combi van.
Carly said, "Leave it there."
Leave it there, absolutely. And then my brother-in-law's combi, which is a coffee combi van,
right.
he used to take to festivals and all that to make coffees. That floated about 100 metres down the creek. That was unbelievable. So we obviously had to salvage that.
I like that you led with your jumpers, though.
Yeah, that's
all those things.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Still hurts.
2011, though, I was there for the Brisbane floods as well, and there was flooding in front of our place. There's actually been footage on the news of the Hawthorn Ferry Terminal, which was just around the corner from where we were. There's cars and boats crashing into the terminal in the last couple of days. So we had to sandbag. We had to go on high alert. Well, I remember sandbagging our place. We had a lot of working bees around the boys' houses that were sort of under a bit of pressure. So I remember sandbagging there and then getting up in the middle of the night to watch the river levels rise, and they rose at the front of our house and at the back. They were coming up through the drains, through the sewers.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so that was pretty scary. This time round, I don't think it's quite as bad, but one of my old teammates, Clay Beams, he's lost his house with his wife Shelbs, and that's completely under. So it's a scary, terrifying situation. And you go down to the river and have a look at it. It's like it's doing about 100 k's an hour.
Yeah,
upturned boats. There's cars there. Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable. So. Spare a thought for all the people up there, because it's a terrifying situation and a helpless situation as well.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You don't know where to go. Obviously, some people have lost their homes and they have to move away. So that's a big one. So spare a thought for all those guys, and we wish them all the best up there, because I've experienced it firsthand.
Horrific.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
Meets you. Khanh Ong. You may have seen him on MasterChef or last night on Survivor, where he got blindsided and is the first member of the jury.
5 votes Khanh, 4 votes no, 2 votes Che. 11th person voted out of blood versus water. First member of our jury. Can't.
To me, it's a great position to be in because being on the jury, you get an all-expenses paid holiday and watch the show live. So, anyway, Australian Survivor continues 7:30 p.m. tonight. Here's Khanh.
Of course, you're the first member of the jury. I'd expect nothing less.
How devastating, though.
Yeah.
How devastating.
Did you really think when you started that you may win it?
No. I thought my sister was going to win it. I thought that I could probably make it to merge, but I thought I was going to leave pretty early merge.
How do you end up with an immunity idol in your back pocket and you get eliminated?
Khanh.
Come on, Khanh.
Khanh.
Look, every time I watch Survivor and I see that happen, I think, you are so dumb. And it's happened to me.
That's karma.
So it's blood versus water. So what's that? Family versus what? What is it? Who else?
Were you shocked when blood versus fire? So they joined together, though.
Right.
They came together as families in different forms, and then they were split up at the start. They had to go against each other.
Yes, I competed against my sister. Never got to actually play together. She got eliminated a little bit earlier than I did, but it was pretty cool to do it with her.
Were you shocked, though, when you got split up at the start? It looked devastating to everyone.
Look, I think we pretended to be shocked, but as a fan of the show, I knew what the blood versus water kind of theme was going to be like, so we went on knowing we were going to get split up.
What's Lapalia like? Is there something like that you can be too charismatic, do you think?
I don't notice anything because I just look at his arms. Like, that's all I do.
That's all there is.
He's very handsome. He does a good job.
How much of it is just sitting around scratching your butt?
A little bit, but I spent a lot of time making fires and cooking because, like, the cooking process out there takes so long. The beans are like 6 hours.
Yeah. It's I wondered how you would go with that because you are such a foodie.
Yeah.
It's very because I did I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and that was one of the hardest parts. It was just the gross food.
It got really exciting for me because I was trying to use rice and beans in different ways. So, like, I was dehydrating the rice overnight and then crisping it up to make, like, taco shells or crackers and things like that.
Wow.
Did you lose a bit of weight?
Smart.
8.5 kilos. Gained 4.5 back, though. So
good.
Yeah, of course.
Did you have a nickname in the jungle, Swanee?
Nah, misery guts. I've never been more depressed in my life.
Because Khanh, you were called King Khanh.
Yeah, and I didn't even know that was happening. So I remember talking to Sam a couple of days ago, who's on who got rid of me, basically. I was like, I really want a name. I want to be called something fun. The whole time they were calling me King Khanh. I had no idea.
It's a good nickname.
That's a great name. And it was on a billboard. You looked amazing in that. That was incredible.
Thank you. The billboard that all my ex-boyfriends had to drive past.
Yes. Yes. There was some controversy with a fellow showmate, Sophie. I always mispronounce her name. Kasia?
Kasia.
Kasia. How did you get along with her?
Look, we didn't spend a lot of time together. She was on the other tribe. We swapped over for a little bit, but she was fine on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. We were all there to play a game. So
Absolutely.
I never
It's Survivor.
It's Survivor.
Yeah, and you've got to be a bit hard-nosed.
Well, I feel as though people get really offended by different things that happen on Survivor, but I'm like, you've come on, you know exactly what's going to happen. You're going to get backstabbed. You're going to get, like, voted out. People are going to lie to you. Move on.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, Sonny, I know you're going to do type 5.
I'm going to do a
with
type
Khanh.
5
Before we get to your type 5, I asked this of all the big chefs. Do you have a secret to your bolognese?
Oh, that's
Vegemite.
What?
Vegemite.
Oh, for the umami.
Yeah, the umami. So a little bit of
flavor.
Vegemite right at the end. Oh, and some milk, which sounds weird, but milk makes it, like, really hearty. But the Vegemite evens it out. Tiny bit of soy sauce as well. Those two things together, amazing.
Sam's
Vegemite's new, Swanee?
Yeah, that is new.
I haven't heard that one. Sam's got a fragile stomach with milk too.
Yeah.
He's a real city slicker.
It's just not true.
Yeah.
It's just not
Okay.
true.
Little baby over there.
Silky baby.
Where?
Hey, Sam.
Yes.
Did you find your wallet?
Oh yeah, that's right. The last time I was going to ask you how the George going? You ready? Is it you're in the CBD? Is things back to
Yeah,
getting back there?
The restaurant's getting back there, but I remember I think the last time you were there, you left without your wallet, didn't you?
Yeah, I left out my wallet, and I don't want to throw some of your stuff under the bus, but I was pickpocketed. But listen, I may have had a big night and dropped my wallet.
Just carried out of there.
Lovely staff there. I went back the next day, and Katie, she's still there. Have you got rid of her?
She's still there.
Oh,
She's
just
great.
keep an eye on her, by the way.
Are you excited about everybody coming back into the city today for work?
Oh, 100%.
It's a big day.
Well, we need that lunch trade back. Like, we just had nothing so far.
Yeah. It's a great place.
Great spot.
Let's do it.
Type 5. It's cooking edition.
It's the cooking edition with Karnong. You've got so many feathers in your cap. So many. But we first came to love you on MasterChef, of course. So we need to know the following questions.
Okay.
What is your preferred steak sauce?
Oh, really random, but it's chimichurri.
Really?
Yeah, the acidity. It's really good to cut through, like, if there is a little bit of marbling in it. It's really great.
Okay, I would never have chosen that. What is your favourite restaurant in Melbourne apart from the George?
Oh, okay.
Which we should say is, Khan's home.
Kasume right now.
Yes. Kasume.
Yeah.
Love that.
Love it.
You'll be getting free food there next time you go.
Yesterday I went to the Windsor Castle Hotel, I think it's called, and they had crinkle cut chips, which were very welcome.
Flash.
Oh my
What
God.
is your preferred cut of hot chip? Including
waffle.
wedges. A waffle.
A waffle.
Have you ever had a poppable from the supermarket?
No.
They're chips, but they're like pillow waffles.
Oh my God.
They're amazing.
Okay, definitely having to try that.
Poppables.
You
Get the plain
Sorry to cut.
flavour.
Sometimes you get chips, right? Sometimes they are crispy and amazing.
Yeah.
And others are just...
Soggy.
Yeah. And is that just purely cook them for longer? Or is there something else going on?
No, I think it's cooked them for longer, and maybe they've been sitting around and they've steamed a little bit. But saying that...
I love that.
If someone else orders chips, I don't care what they're like, I'm still going to steal them. They're still going to be good.
Well, my kid, I hope I'm not throwing an entire company under the bus, but Red Rooster chips are traditionally not very crispy. They're quite soggy.
What?
Yeah.
In the boxes and the
they're okay,
cartons. And my kids ask for them specifically. Can we go to Red Rooster and get them because they're yummy?
Yeah, they're yummy. They've got that
and
little nice...
you really taste the salt, and they're floppy. And anyway, if you were to cook for someone on a date, what would you make?
A steak. Like, definitely a steak.
I feel it.
No, actually,
cut?
that's a lie. I would do a steak if I'm, like, not really caring, but if I want to look impressive,
Yeah.
crispy, crackling pork belly, because I can do that blindfolded, and it's so easy.
Well,
So easy.
That leads me to my next question. I'm going to take over this one for you, Christine,
Yes,
because I think you heard it coming in the radio. The reason you've said this is because we said on the weekend up in Mildura, Alan Lay's Catering, who catered for this function went to, had the best pork crackling I've ever tasted.
Best I've ever had.
Even above my grandmother's. Unbelievable. And you've cut me off straight away. You said not as good as mine.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, it's because mine's super easy.
What's the secret?
The secret is not caring about it. So I literally put a layer of salt on, let it sweat for like 10 minutes, wipe it off into the oven, low temp, 160, 170, leave it for an hour and 20 minutes per kilo. Then last 15 minutes, blast it. Just blast it, 250. It comes out. You have to watch though. You've got to watch it for the last 15 minutes because it can burn, but it will crackle. It will be perfect. It will be delicious.
Oh, boy.
Great tip.
Thanks, Khan.
That'll do. I was going to ask you, what's your favourite thing to cook in the air fryer?
I don't have an air fryer. I would like to try an air fryer.
This interview is terminated, Khan.
Australian Survivor. It continues 7:30 tonight. We'll see you at the George soon, mate.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
Hope you're packing a lunchbox. Hope you got your clothes ready to actually leave the house and go to work today. Welcome back, everyone that is going back today.
It's so exciting. Putting on an outfit, bit of a lippy.
Mates.
Might have got a blow wave yesterday in preparation.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, it's a really big day. Yeah.
Bit of fake tan.
And no...
Yeah, maybe.
And no masks. How good's that?
And no masks. Unless, of course, you're getting the train into work, in which case you will need a mask.
That's right.
So parenting's really hard and sometimes very boring. But as they get older, I'm finding it's getting more interesting because my kids have got their own opinions and whims, and I'm interested. I'm a curious person. I can't stop that. And so they're showing themselves to me all the time, and I find it very interesting because you don't really know who your kids are until they tell you and ask you questions.
You're really interested, not pretending.
No, I really am interested, yeah. Yeah, it's probably the only thing that interests me about parenting. The rest of it's very boring.
Unless it's bedtime.
Oh, no, bedtime's the worst. And making all the lunches and popping the grapes off the vines, and in my mind I'm just swearing like a trooper. But then fun stuff happens where you get to know the children that have come out of you. It's the weirdest thing. They were part of you and you think you know them, but you actually don't. They're their own person. And part of the joy of parenting, the real joy, is the day by day they get to show you who they are. And I was at the butcher shop the other day with Peg, my daughter, who's 8, and I was getting the coarse ground chuck for the burgers, right?
They were good burgers.
They're really good. They're really good. And I think the recipe for those is on our page, Chrissy Salmon Brown, if you want to have a look. It's all you need. I get emails every day from people going, oh, my God, game changer. So I said to the butcher, I'll have a kilo of coarse ground chuck, please. Peg's leaning up on the bench and she says to me, oh, by the way, I don't eat red meat anymore.
Oh.
And I said, really? You're a vegetarian? Okay, cool. Because then I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to have to get some chickpeas. I'm going to have to soak them for falafel. You know, like, absolutely, you're a vegetarian. And I totally support you. And I said, okay, you're a vegetarian. She goes, yeah. Yep, I don't eat red meat. I said, so no bolognese, no. And her face dropped. And I said, so no burgers, the homemade quarter pounders that, you know, your favourite? And she went, is that red meat? And I said, yeah, no, that's red meat. And she goes, yeah, no, I'm not vegetarian anymore.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Morning to you, Monday, Melbourne, and a very special Monday indeed, is it not? We're allowed to go back to work if we want to. This is very exciting. You may have forgotten how to do it, how to put on an outfit, what lipstick works the best, and one of the greatest parts of going to work is getting your coffee in the morning. Going past a sneaky little spot and getting a triple shot latte.
Maybe you got a crush on someone at work.
Yes.
We just met a couple of employees at the Nova building just in for the first time. We'd never met them. Emma and Emily
exciting.
in early. Good
It's
to
their first
see.
time
Are they
in the
out there?
office.
Are they out there in the office now?
Absolutely. It's the first
I'm
time
gonna
they're
go
in the
meet
kitchen.
them.
They're getting their coffee, but if you wanted another coffee to dinner.
Go and grab one at the Perfect Paw Cafe. It's the cafe, the Cat Protection Society Cafe in Greensborough. If you're going via there, pop in your new outfit.
Yes.
And say that Chrissy Salmon Brownie sent you and you get a free coffee.
Again, the Perfect Paw. That's P-U-R-R. Perfect Paw.
Perfect Paw. P-A-W.
Greensborough.
Not the paw.
Tell them we sent you.
This is the Chrissy Salmon Brownie podcast.
How about some tropical stuff?
There's nothing more I enjoy than giving everyone a sense of the day.
Oh, Sam, your eyes were dead.
How
when you
wonderful,
said
though.
that.
People are returning the offers this morning and baristas are stocking up on coffee beans, apparently.
I must say I heard you guys talking in an animated fashion out in the kitchen and I was like, God, I haven't heard that for a while.
that's
we
good.
just, like I said, we'd met Emma and Emily, and that when we said, "Oh, welcome," they've been working here for 6 months. No, we've never met them.
Of course, well, they haven't been in.
I feel bad for Emily though. Her boss is Alice. She's a bit of a tyrant.
Right.
Anyway,
When I heard how excited you were out in the kitchen, I thought for sure Shobi's back.
Is Shobes back?
hope so.
I'm a Shoby man.
No.
Melburnians are ditching the active wear for business attire as the work from home and indoor mask mandate has officially been scrapped. So enjoy today. I feel as though it's the beginning of something.
I saw people in the newsroom with still masks on. You can do that if you want to.
Of course, you're right. Of course, there's a war going on at the moment. Amazingly, and our premier has offered to rehome Ukraine refugees, which is good. President Zelensky, who's the amazingly former comedian to wartime president.
Yes.
Isn't that amazing? That'd be like Dave O'Neill 10 years ago saying, I'm giving away comedy. I'm giving away all those sweet gigs. I'm going into politics, and then him being the leader of a country at war.
Would it be bad form if I interjected here with a Dave O'Neill story? Is that
Not
bad?
at all. That's what it is.
I went
It's not
to
a
a dinner
monologue.
party. I went to a dinner party on Saturday night, and another comedian was there, and we were talking about our mutual love of Dave O'Neill. So it's not just us; everybody loves him. And one of his memories of Dave O'Neill is often, comedians will be asked at functions, "Can you just do 7 minutes here? Can you just do 5 minutes or whatever?" This comedian was at a function with Dave O'Neill, who was asked to do 7 minutes, and he was well into the routine, and his alarm went off in his pocket, and he just went, "All right, that's my 7 minutes, thanks, bye." His routine ended with his alarm going off at the 7 minute mark.
That's a big out. Always leaving wanting more.
I was
or when the alarm
doubled
goes off.
over.
Great.
It's fantastic.
So anyway, well, let's be thankful that that's not happening. But the two things I enjoyed on the weekend that I did read when, in the moments of free time we had up at Mildura was President Zelensky was offered by the US to be, airlifted out, which his quote was, "I don't need a lift, I need ammo. I'm not going anywhere."
Wow.
Memorable quote.
The other one is that people wonder, so he's standing up to a dictator because he knows what happens if you don't, was another one I enjoyed. Nearly 1,000 schools in Queensland southeast closed today. They've been home. First COVID and now
floods. Yeah, had floods 10 years ago. It was eerie. I remember in 2011 we were in the floods and the city got shut down. But the day it got swamped, the city got swamped, it was beautiful, blue skies, 30 degrees, people were just roaming the streets, and yet the river looked like a bomb, a tidal wave. So, yeah, that's all. But unfortunately, they've got a heap of rain still hitting them. Just to put it in context, Dino asked me, why don't they build more dams and all that? Problem is, they've had about 1,000 mil over the last couple of days. To put that into context, Melbourne gets about 600 for the year.
That's unbelievable.
So nothing can contain that water.
There was footage of someone doing freestyle on a AFL footy oval.
Doing laps doing laps of an oval, but swimming it.
Amazing.
Mitch Robinson, who plays for Brisbane's, doing freestyle in his backyard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just on the back to the war too, that Russian vodkas are getting pulled from the shelves and sanctions. Different little protests and sanctions pulling up all over town. Yes, there's a lot of sporting events are getting cancelled. Champions League matches. But the big one is Russia. Eurovision have come down and given Russia the arse from Eurovision. So that'll
hurt.
That'll hit them.
Now they'll really regret it.
Hey, just a couple to finish. Did you wonder what Tom Brady's? Do you know who Tom Brady is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, great.
Giselle Bundchen's husband.
Yes. The one of the greatest players of all time.
Yeah.
NFL players. Sorry,
Yes.
Brownie's just back from the Super Bowl. Do you know what he's doing post now that he's retired? He's officially retired at the age of 44. Not just staying home with Bunchen. Do you know what he's doing, Brownie?
Postcards.
Well, he doesn't want to spend more time with the family.
In his first post-retirement
Ads for
move.
Dimmies and Forges.
No,
Dimmies and Forges.
Dipper's got that. In his first post-retirement move, Tom Brady will produce and star in a new road trip movie titled 80 for Brady, and the film will also feature Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, and Sally Field.
What?
Really?
He's the star in a road trip comedy for Paramount Pictures, starring Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, and Sally Field, and Tom Brady.
What a...
Hey, by the way, you may have missed there.
Yeah.
You did the traditional thing where you just went into the media, put on a suit. That's all you are, as a pundit.
You reckon a film?
And you could have done stuff like that. You could have just broadened your horizons.
Yes.
A road trip movie.
Who would we have cast in there? Denise Drysdale.
Ding Dong's in.
Of course.
Cack in.
Denise Scott.
I would have liked Brian Brown.
In.
Brian Brown's my dad.
The last thing I mentioned too is that I know Frank Woodley's coming up. Would I lie to you? On tonight at 8:30, but in the Herald Sun today, Christine Swan. Swan on song juggling gigs. Swan on song juggling gigs. She says hosting a TV show is an opportunity too good to refuse.
Correct.
Really some sweet coin.
I hope we got a mention in this one, unlike the Woman's Weekly article.
Well, the radio gets a mention because she's described as a radio star.
Oh, that's over-egging the pudding,
You've had
isn't it?
various stints on the small screen, but is most excited to be at the helm of 10's new show, Would I Lie to You, premiering tonight. But then it's premiering. We've had so much fun doing it.
A debut.
This must be about us. We've had so much fun doing it, and I couldn't say no. There was just no way. We're 7 years in on Nova Breakfast, and it's a radio miracle.
Yeah, it is.
The
It'll end very badly, but so far so good.
It'll end badly.
Oh,
right?
yes.
The
I'll
same
make
lineup
sure of
behind the scenes and in front of the mic. I just want to keep on having fun and enjoying myself.
Yeah.
Wow. It's Snore. He just is.
Listen, I never said I was interesting. I'm a very boring person.
Certainly, I'm keeping on top of my energy and managing all my roles.
Yes, I am. Oh, what, Sam?
Nothing. I think it's a wonderful article.
Listen, I don't like being interviewed. I never have anything interesting to say.
Well, you did at Moomba.
And exactly.
I should dig that up.
Please don't.
No. But
I'm terrible at it. And
who'd you talk to that? Because
Jackie Epstein.
The
that
Walkley
was.
would be in the Walkley would be in the. That's a hard hitting interview, Swanee.
I'm no good at it. That's
just-
why I don't do any.
You're just
Not
throwing
true.
truth bomb after truth bomb. It's just you're just wow.
Sam, you're an asshole.
Moomba is
And
is
so
the good
are
old
you.
days
Well,
that
I
we're
love
still
you.
able
You're
to
my
enjoy
friend.
in 2018.
Good.
I just want
Shut
to. Can
your
I just
mouth.
say? People ask me all the time about this show.
Yeah.
And can I just say? I just want to keep on having fun and enjoying myself.
Oh, Snore.
Oh my God, I nearly said F you.
Whoa!
Do it. I've got the dump button.
No,
You can do
no,
it.
I-
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissy, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Mystic Chrissy.
Why do I see Grease, the movie, around you?
It was on last night.
It was on, and I did watch it.
Jesus.
What's wrong with you?
When you go to the movies, Anna, you really resent having to pay so much for popcorn.
Everyone knows.
That was a disgrace, that one. That's like saying, I've got a feeling that you don't like getting into car accidents.
What will she predict next?
Now, I enthusiastically request that you do not neg me during this performance.
Well, you're in very good form last week, though.
Thank you.
You nailed it.
All right. It's show day for you. It's a big day. We'll leave you alone.
I'm getting an R name. Rebecca from Mount Eliza.
Yes, that is me.
People call you Beck, though.
Yes, they
It's
do.
written on the screen.
Zeno.
Yes, you're right.
Here's on for you. How old do you reckon she is?
I'm seeing a double. I'm seeing doubles. 22, 33, 44.
Oh my God, Chrissy! Yes.
Yeah, all right. Beck.
That's on the
It's
screen.
written
as
on
well.
the screen. Now it starts
Oh,
from.
sorry.
Now, water is very important to you. You love the beach.
No, I don't.
Then why do you live in Mount Eliza?
No, my husband and my kids love the beach, but me not so much.
Yeah, I don't either. Now, Beck, I don't
Yes.
know why, but I'm seeing sale of the century around you.
Oh my God, Chrissy. That might be to do with a sale of a house, maybe.
Yes.
Where? Near you? Your house?
Maybe my house.
Tony Barber bought it.
What is the real estate company that you're selling with?
Ooh, that's a tricky one. I can't disclose that information.
Might be Century 21.
Oh, the greatest.
All I'm saying.
They're good.
I understand that you can't divulge that, but I feel in my gut that it's right. You've got 2 kids, Beck.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Have 2 kids.
Oh,
Not bad.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Do I go for the genders?
yes.
I've got goosebumps, Chrissy.
Goosebumps
I've
she
got
has.
goosebumps.
I thought you said I've got 2 sons, and I thought, good, she's giving me some tips.
Goosebumps is the name of one of the kids. What's the other name?
No, you don't. Jelly legs. You don't have 2 sons. You've got a son and a daughter.
Oh, my Chrissy.
Big.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Oh,
Gonna
that's
get-
really big. I do have a son and a daughter.
I see a bunk bed, but they don't share it. They don't have, like, they're not
No.
both in the bunk bed.
No.
No, they're a bit past that.
They're 25.
Yeah, but did they have a bunk bed?
No,
Did
Chrissy.
one of them have a bunk bed? Did you?
I did as a kid,
That's
yes.
what I can see.
There it
Oh,
is.
my God.
And when
And you've got a sister. You may have more than one sister, but you've definitely got one sister.
I do have one sister, but I
Hmm.
do actually. I would say my sister-in-law is my sister as well because I've known her whole life.
Well, that must be the 2 sisters that I'm
Yes,
seeing.
so that's the 2 sisters.
What kind of car? She drive a car, Swanee?
She does drive a car,
Yep.
and it's not a big one. It's not a tank.
No,
It's a like a hatch.
it is a hat.
Whoa.
That's right, yeah.
This has been real good, by the way.
Yeah, it's been
Has
all right.
it?
Yeah.
And I just got, and I don't know why, Nissan.
You just got what?
The word Nissan. Is it a Nissan?
No, I used to have a Nissan, but I don't now.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
No, it's close enough.
Nissan Pulsar.
I can see cornflakes or like a breakfast cereal.
Nissan Pulsar.
My husband's addicted to cornflakes.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Specifically cornflakes.
Can I, Beck? I don't know what.
Yes.
I don't know why you're laughing.
That's hilarious.
Addiction is
Because it's so funny.
Addiction is a serious thing, Beck. I don't know what you're laughing for.
Cask wine.
She's loving this.
She's been on the cast this
Oh
morning.
my God, this is hilarious.
I love it, yes.
And
You a
in
drinker?
terms of star sign, I'm going to go out in a blaze of glory here.
Oh, okay. I'm going to let you know, Chrissy.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one.
Is it? So you're not
Yeah.
really the character of it?
Well, I could be maybe 2.
Oh, you're on the cusp.
No.
Yes.
She's adopted and she's never found out when she was born.
I'm going to say Leo.
Oh, my God.
What?
Yep.
Whoa!
Mr. Chrissy
Can I just
out.
say-
What's that Leo
Thank
cross over
you.
with?
Thank you.
You know how good you were today?
How?
Well done, Beck. You know how good you were? Frank Woodley did not leave, if you know what I mean. Like, he's still here. He's still here. He had to sit through that and he's still here.
Gosh, I'm
well done,
sweating
Swanee.
like I'm stalking
Well done,
someone.
Mystic.
Well done, Mystic. Beck, you've won a Moonlight Cinema Connoisseur Lounge thingamajig. It's a double pass beanbag. You get ice cream. It's great. Moonlight Cinema's back this summer at Central Lawn in the Royal Botanic Gardens. Book your tickets, moonlight.com.au. Frank Woodley's coming up.
Nova.
Chrissy Swan, Sam Pang, and Jonathan Brown.
Chrissy's Celebrity Stuff.
The Tinder swindler, Simon Lviv, is charging $20,000 for nightclub appearances. Do you remember all the Big Brother housemates used to do nightclub appearances?
Yes.
Takes us back to the great hot dogs in the traffic island in Townsville.
I was at a
Google it.
pub in Sydney once with my mate, and
Yeah.
Saxon was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made big money.
Some sweet coin.
Good money.
Big money.
Did you
Anyway,
ever get asked to do it at a nightclub
I
appearance?
did get asked to do it.
And you did it?
No, I did not.
Oh.
No.
She's dressed as a Jim Beam girl.
Yeah.
Can you imagine me with jelly shots at the Metro? He's been charging $20,000 for nightclub appearances following the success of the Netflix show Tinder Swindler. The 5-figure payday includes this is his rider. If you want him to come to your nightclub, you also have to include bottle service at the club, which means that your drinks are brought to you instead of having to go to the bar. A private jet there and back, a 5-star hotel suite, a black SUV car, and 2 full-time security guards. If you can tick all those boxes, then you can have this
Money
dog.
well spent.
He's stealing Frank Woodley's moves.
Speaking of,
yes,
Frank Woodley is loitering with intent outside the studio, and I haven't seen him since we filmed this amazing show.
8:30 tonight on Channel 10. Would I lie to you? It's going to be off the hook.
It's coming next. He's astounded by my psychic abilities.
Is he?
Yeah.
Time to go and do a plot.
Yes, you've got time to do a plot. Yeah.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
Good morning, Melbourne. Chrissy, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100. And a show day for Swanee.
Frank Woodley, legendary comedian and one of the team captains on Would I Lie to You with Chrissy Swan. So I guess you could say he's a new work colleague. And you can read all about it in this month's issue of Women's Weekly, where we weren't mentioned at all. Anyway, Would I Lie to You is on 8:30 p.m. tonight on 10. Here's Frank.
Hello, Frank.
Hello, Chrissy. How are you?
I'm good.
Who's that guy?
I'm
Yeah.
Dino, man.
Dino. Why doesn't he get a name up in the thing there? Let's rise up, Dino.
Yeah, let's
rise up at the time's
He
come.
should after
couldn't
his
agree
performance on the weekend. And we took him to Mildura with us, Sam and myself. Helped a football club, and Dino was the star attraction. He
Talk
did the
about
auction.
the show.
I'm not surprised. He's my favourite by far.
Dino is the best, funniest person in this studio without
no,
question.
Who cares?
Apart from you, Frank Woodley,
Well,
of
no,
course.
he's out of my league.
Frank, could you believe what you were hearing as you sat out there? Because you're here early, and you heard Mystic Chrissy, I'm assuming, for the first time. Could you believe what you were hearing?
Yep. Yeah, I could. I could believe it.
Were you astounded at my unbelievable...
No, chills went up my spine, and it was pretty freaky. Didn't you hear me out there from time to time going? because it was so confronting.
Even through the soundproof doors. We're going to hear you, Frank.
Yeah.
So what was it like, mate? We get to work with this woman every day. Would I lie to you tonight? 8:30
Channel 10, yep.
So I've done all that. But we get to work with her every day. But you, the first time you've worked with her, the host of Would I Lie to You, Chrissy Swan.
You know, all jokes aside, look, I don't know if you've got mystical powers, but she certainly has this incredible capacity to uplift a room. Like the way that she can fill a room with joy and get the audience just into a very positive, excited frame of mind is a real gift. That's
nice,
your gift,
Frank.
Frank.
Right on.
There's somebody making a cappuccino in the back there.
Thank
Well
you.
said.
Well,
Did you think, though,
I liked Sam's response to that.
Yeah.
That was like,
Sam, you okay?
as she said,
does that qualify as a laugh?
He far prefers when people are
no,
mean to me.
Frank, as she said in the Herald Sun today, I just want to keep on having fun and enjoying myself. To relax, I like to watch TV, and my favourite drink is water.
That is not true. I did not say those last two things.
Well, the whole thing is that boring.
Boring.
That's what I thought. That's the bit they must have cut out.
It's true, but I didn't say that.
Mate, do you watch? You've seen you've seen the British version.
Oh, look, when we did the recording, I wore 8 pairs of socks. You know, no, just such massive shoes to fill. That's almost a joke. I've been working on that. I've been working on that. That's all. Yeah, that qualifies as a
8:30
joke.
tonight. More of that.
Was it a fun show to do?
It was really good fun. I mean, there's this amazing thing where you think you've got this delusion that you're fairly good at telling if people are lying.
Yeah.
But actually, it turns out that my confidence is completely blown because somebody would say something like, you know, I was raised by pigeons or something. And you go, well, that's clearly a lie. And then they bring out the footage or something. And you go, this is how reality is much more bizarre than you could possibly imagine. And people have the most incredible true stories.
And what I loved about it was they're all household names and you think you know them, but you don't know their interior worlds and their lives as if you're their friend. So everyone's got stories that you haven't heard.
Yeah.
Even people that you know and love on television.
Like
so it's
Abby Chatfield,
fascinating.
I had no idea. She can, she can, I was going to say something that...
Say it.
Careful.
No, she has got a tattoo on her back of Sam Pang's face.
Wow.
Like a full back tattoo.
You got to
of his
watch that
face,
episode.
which surprised me.
You got to watch
Luke
the
McGregor, he can walk on his lips. I didn't see that coming.
Neither did I.
You know.
Are you
no
lying,
one
Frank?
did.
I may be fibbing. But,
Hey, it's a big show in the UK, though. So did you sit at home and study the old tapes?
well, I didn't have to because I am legitimately a massive fan. I've been watching it for years. David Mitchell, I've got a bit of a man crush on David Mitchell. He's just got I'm surprised his brain isn't oozing out of his ears because it's too big for a human head. It's like he's incredible. Lee Mack is an amusing man, very much so.
But tonight, though, Ross Noble, Carrie Bickmore, Luke McGregor and Zoe Coombs-Marr
Amazing
are sitting
lineup.
next to you and Frank and Chris Taylor.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
It's a great show. I think you'll really, really like it. They've sent us the episode to watch.
Have you watched it, Frank?
Oh, I just fast forward just to myself. I just sit there and go, he's so good, that guy. No, I can't watch it. I can't watch anything on him,
I
basically.
haven't either. That's interesting. I wonder if Chris has watched it.
Sorry, are you terrified, Frank? I know you're a professional, you've been in the game for a long time, but surely you must be terrified of the prospect of going head-to-head against my show on the couch on a Monday night in a few weeks' time.
Oh, is that going to be happening?
On Fox Footy?
Oh, well, I didn't even realise that. Now I might. Can we get them on the phone to try to change our time slot?
Because you really strike me as a Fox Footy guy.
Yeah, well, I did play footy when I was a kid. This is a true story.
Okay.
In under-9s, we got into the grand final and we kicked 1 point and we won. So that's under-9s football for you.
So you had
You're a champion.
You had a good defence.
Yeah.
You're actually a champion.
When did you stop playing footy?
Under 16s, when the other guys basically turned into men, and I didn't do that. I'm still waiting. Basically, I'm still waiting to turn into a man, and it was just the difference between under 16s and under 18s.
Step up.
It's just a whole different ball game.
Yes,
literally.
it is.
Yeah. But I loved it until under 16s. I loved it. I was never any good.
I want to talk to you about your comedy festival show. It's very exciting. I live for the comedy festival every year, and I'm very excited that you and the great Colin Lane are collaborating again in a new show.
We're doing Lane and Woodley's version of Moby Dick, which is a famous, classic tale about the demented Captain Ahab who had his leg bitten off by a whale, and then he's got this vengeance to kill this white whale. It's a kind of a whaling adventure. But to be fair, it's really probably about 10 minutes of it is Moby Dick, and the other 60 minutes is us trying to tell the story of Moby Dick and failing terribly. But
I love it.
Sort of seems to be going all right. We did it in Adelaide, and I think only 2 or 3 times did the audience rush to the stage and beat the shit out of it. So we're getting better. We're getting much better.
Frank, have you memorised a website or a way to get tickets or something?
No way.
Go to
way.
comedyfestival.com.au, put in Frank's name, you find him easy.
You'll find him easy. I'm definitely going to go to that. Hey, good luck for tonight. I can't wait to see you on the screen. You are so brilliant in the show. I know you don't like compliments.
Don't you?
All the good people don't. But honestly, I was so delighted to work with you, and I really hope in some of the promos that are doing the rounds, you can just see, all I see is my pure the delight on my face at your storytelling.
Oh, well, that's nice. No, it's great. It is great fun. I don't know. I think I enjoyed telling the lies more than the truths in a way. There's just something so fun about, you flip that card, you got no idea what's going to be on it, and then you just commit, you know.
And I think I didn't see that coming either. When we were playing when we were doing the show and playing along, I just thought, this is going to be so much fun for families with kids of certain ages, because you can hear the conversations. I reckon he's lying. No, because he said this, and he wouldn't. You can hear the debates going on. And in one episode coming up, I can't remember which one it is, but Frank tells a story, and I won't tell you if it's true or not, but there was not one person in the crew, 150-person live audience, anyone on the panel, there was not one person out of maybe 250 people that got it right.
Really? And I tell you what, in terms of spooky omens, like you being a mystic and everything, like this is pretty weird. Chrissy, Chris, and I have a Christian name. Like, that's pretty freaky, isn't it? That's not an omen.
This was always going to happen.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Would I Lie to You? 8:30 tonight on Channel 10. Watch it, 10 play it. It's going to be amazing.
Huge.
Frank, thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Frank.
Thanks for having me.
See you, Frankie.
Can I stay forever?
Yes, you can.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie. Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissy, Sam and Brownie. Unless it's a weekend. In over 100.